Yo, Alex.
Dude, Alex Jones is downstairs. We gotta go.
Okay. Shoot. I'm getting a page right now.
Why do you have a pager?
I got it on vacation in Tel Aviv. What are you guys talking about?
I've never...
My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them all, yeah, gotta break them all.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and we got a great episode, one of our most powerful interviews that I've ever done, definitely the most powerful thing Jimmy's ever done. But before we get into the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Jones, I want to welcome our in-studio guest, the one, the only Addison Smith. Addison, how you doing?
Alex, I'm good. That joke you did right there was, it was nuts. No, I'm not one to make puns, but it takes balls to do something like that.
That sounds anti-Semitic. He's talking about balls. You're canceled. No, Addison, we got to talk about this pager thing, though. Listen, I'm all for terrorists getting wiped out, this and that. I'm not trying to be pro-terrorist, right? But at the same time, it scares me to think that the government can make our electronics just blow up in our pocket, considering everybody that drives an electric vehicle. I have a Bluetooth TV, Bluetooth headphones. I mean, makes me nervous about our government using that for nefarious purposes.
Well, that's the question. Was it the battery? Was it actually they were able to just go into it?
This is the official story, is that they
explode? Or was it that they intercepted it, which is also some of the reports, that Israel intercepted these devices and implanted explosives in them. And then that raises questions with how did they manage to get all of those explosives smuggled into Lebanon? So there's a lot of, it's kind of like Swiss cheese. There's a lot of holes in it.
And God forbid a kid, I remember I'd play with my dad's cell phone all the time. God forbid a little kid's looking at their dad's pager. I mean, and just poof. Very scary stuff happening in the Middle East. I don't know how we fix that. I need to fix my hair, more importantly. The hairstylist didn't do a good job, Jimmy. I need you to write a letter to her. Can you do that for me, Jimmy?
Write a letter to your hairstylist?
Formal complaint. I don't want her to get in trouble, but I just needed a strongly worded letter that we needed my hair done during the show.
Got it.
Just
I mean, is there much you can do with that, though?
Okay, Addison. This is... Well, guys, we're speaking with the one, the only Alex Jones here shortly. But before we get into that, we got to talk about this major news. They say more money, more problems, or more money, more lubricant. That's right. Puff Daddy caught with 1,000 bottles of baby oil that he would use for freak-off parties where he would film people in vulnerable sexual situations to use it as blackmail later on. And supposedly these parties would go on for days and that he would call in an IV person to give them fluids because they'd be so dehydrated from the constant orgy sex filled with baby oil that they're probably ingesting. Because if you do, have you ever swallowed baby oil?
Okay, so I want to make it clear, I was laughing at the sound effects and not at the headline of this story.
It's not good.
I can't say I've ever ingested baby oil, though.
I have, because I'm a freak, and it's not good. It makes you very dehydrated. It's very saline high, and it's terrible. I think that's one of the worst things that Puff Daddy did was make them...
Can you get a DUI for that?
No, I don't think so, but he was giving them ecstasy and all kinds of barbiturates. And I think the biggest part about it is that he would get video of them doing it, so then they couldn't go to the cops and be like, hey, I was touched by Diddy, when you're like high on ecstasy, sucking baby oil off a cucumber. But
Alex, they did seize all those videos of his freak off parties as well. Do you want to play our clip about that?
Yes, please. Let's play SOT number 1.
In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs.
Oh, my God.
He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims.
This is insane.
The indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance.
Damn.
They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large-capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs. Electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs.
That's a lot of
More than
bottles.
1,000 bottles altogether.
Why stock going up?
Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches.
Oh no.
Well, he's going to show some guns. That's pretty freaky. And we actually kind of like to do, even though Puff Daddy's a terrible person, but we also like to take videos of people in vulnerable situations. So, Addison, have you ever done smelling salts?
Yes, I have.
You have? Here, this is how we
Is
do.
this
Have any
new?
music? No, we just like to do a little, and I'm going to get you, so your next employer. Oh, man, here, Addison, I got you a 4K doing smelling salts. Now you're vulnerable. All right, Jimmy, come here. Now you have to.
It's not even a new bottle either.
No, it's-
Jimmy.
That's tough. Now
Jimmy,
you're
come
supposed-
here. Join the club.
Jimmy, now you have to seduce them. That's how this works. You have to honeypot them now.
We got it.
This was new. I'd
Alex,
probably
when's
be on
the
the
chat
floor.
rat freak off?
When is the chat rat freak off? On the cruise, dude. I've been doing a lot of cruise research. If you guys want to go to my Alex Stein channel, you'll see my latest cruise vlog. But we're getting prepared for the chat rat cruise. We're going to go on a cruise with 300 of my best friends in the world. So be on the lookout for that. Now, Addison, do you like to drink? Are you a big drinker? You're a big Christian guy, though, right? You don't drink a lot, do you?
I am, but I do enjoy my old fashions and Manhattans, the occasional beer. So,
Wow.
so yeah.
Sounds like an alcoholic over there. What, I don't even
Only
know.
on days that end in Y, though.
Your dad's here. You know that. Your dad's
Yeah.
listening to this. Okay,
Yeah.
well, my dad would spank me for saying that, even though I'm in my 30s. All right, now, have you ever wondered why Alex Jones' rants are so epic?
I know that he drinks alcohol quite a bit, and he talks about that pretty openly.
Yes, you are right. It's because he slammed 7 shots of Flying Ace's whiskey before his show. Wait, why is that a question, Jimmy?
I said, is it because he slammed 7 shots of Flying Ace's whiskey before his show? I'm not sure, but he's never denied it.
Okay, now we're telling on him. But it's not important. He does like to drink it. It's a delicious, delicious alcoholic beverage. It's time to chart your own course with Flying Ace whiskeys from CraftCo, inspired by generations of American aviators and proudly made right here in the United States of America. Flying Ace is not only amazing whiskeys, they're also committed to supporting our brave troops and their families through their partnership with Folds of Honor. They're providing scholarships to families of America's fallen or disabled. Buy online at flyingacespirits.com and use code America to get free shipping. That's flyingacespirits.com, code America for free shipping. All right, guys, now what you've all been waiting for, the interview with Alex Jones. Now, I hate to do this, but we're going to have to put a little bit of an edited version on YouTube. We got into some very muy caliente, extra spicy topics that the YouTube overlords will not let us play. So if you guys want to see the unedited version, you got to go to blazetv.com. And if we sell 30 subscriptions to Blaze TV by the time, I guess by the end of the week, what am I going to do, Jimmy? I'm going to
Bleach your hair blonde.
We're going to bleach my hair blonde.
Well, we can shoot you in the nuts again. That was fun.
Well, we'll let the chat decide. You should probably
I'll put up a poll.
Yeah, put up a poll. It's either, Addison, should they shoot me in the genitals with a paintball gun or dye my beautiful hair bleach blonde?
Well, whatever they do, I'm going to make 30 accounts after this and subscribe to the Blaze, because we got to make something happen.
Thank you.
make
He's
either
selling
one happen.
subs. BlazeTV.com/primetime.
Can they shoot you in the nuts while they dye your hair?
Yeah, if we get 100 subs, yes. If we get 100
And you're
subs,
not allowed to move?
No, I'll be taped to this
Yeah.
chair, and I'm going to be sitting here, and Jimmy's going to get the gun point blank. I'm going to have a cup on. I'm going to have
Is it an airsoft gun?
No, it's going to be a paintball gun, but I'm going to have a cup on. But the side of the ridges of the cup is still going to hurt when the blast hits me right.
50 subs by the end of the show, though, no cup.
No, oh my God! You can,
that's
maybe you can shoot me in
dangerous.
the butt. Maybe I could definitely shoot me in the butt, but I'll protect my hole as long as I have a cover over my hole. Can a paintball go into my butthole, Jimmy? Is that possible? We don't want that.
I mean, it's
Find out.
possible. We
Yeah.
can test it
No,
out.
we're not going to test that out, you freak. You know Jimmy went to gay conversion therapy, and he was like one of Mike Pence's best students.
Really? I'm proud of you, Jimmy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
How did that go with Mike Pence?
It was great. He just hired some guy to yell at me, "Quit being gay," until I got the message.
And then he got a
He didn't strap you to the electric chair?
No, I got
Didn't
it
put
just
the
from
electric
yelling.
helmet on your
No, he
head and
should
press
have.
the big red button?
That's,
Well-
what we need to do is put an electric helmet on Jimmy on this show.
They do that every day, though.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I mean, I wore a helmet as a baby, so it kind of makes sense.
Jimmy, I should have known that you had a malnourished and malformed head.
Were you dropped on your head, Jimmy?
I actually was.
I believe that.
My dad had a fumbling problem in high school, that's why they cut him from the football team, and he used to drop me on purpose to try to relive those moments.
Well, it's served you well. Now you're here, right?
I guess, but I have terrible CTE. I can barely remember where I put my keys or park my car.
Would you be in comedy if your dad didn't drop you on your head?
I probably wouldn't have to be a comedian wearing tuck-friendly bathing suits in public. I'd probably be able to have a normal job, and I'd probably have a better lifestyle. But that's neither here nor there. I love my dad. Thank you for dropping me, and I guess, according to Addison, it was a good thing you dropped me a bunch, Dad. But speaking of my dad, this is my internet dad, and I'm not talking about my biological stepdad, Tucker Carlson. I'm talking about my conspiracy father, the one, the only Alex Jones. Check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Primetime with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein. And yes, we've had big guests on this show. We've had my biological stepfather, Tucker Carlson, on this show. But this next guest is the most monumental person in waking me up and developing the man that you're looking at today. With no further introduction, I welcome on the one, the only, Alex Jones. Alex, how are you doing?
I'm a shrimp on a blimp.
Finally. We're finally here, Alex. Okay, tough question. I want to start off with a tough question. What do you say to the people that say you're controlled opposition, Alex?
I've been asked that question probably about 10,000 times. It's very boring.
I know it is, and I don't think you are, but I'm saying they always say that about me. They say, Alex, you're working for Israeli, you're a Mossad, that's why you're successful, this and that. I'm saying, how do you, what do I say back to that? Because then I say, oh, I'm not a shill, I have had that all the time. I know you have expertise in doing that. What is your best advice?
You know, there are a lot of people that either say people that work for the Vatican or they work for Israel or something. Yeah. And most of them don't have big audiences. Yeah. So they can get a big talk show host to say, no, I didn't, I'm good. It's like saying, why did you rape your wife? Or why did you rob that bank? If some schizophrenic I'm at a red light says, you're a murderer, I just ignore them and go, that's a schizophrenic. So it's people that want to feel like they're holier than thou, and it puts them in a superior position because they have like one topic they talk about. I mean, I can post a meme about transgender surgeries targeting kids, and I see a bunch of stuff in there about, oh my God, you're coming for Israel. And so it's a total distraction, total diversion, but it's how we're starting this interview. And so that's the type of stuff that we're dealing with. I mean, I put out a tweet last week. I retweeted Owen's thing about how there were members of Congress, all upset about foreign influence of $10 million of Russian money or whatever into the media. And then the very person saying that is promoting massive billions from Israel into the U.S. Yeah. So the tweet was a criticism of Israel and undue influence inside the United States. And I think it's a big issue. And the people were like attacking me, why are you coming up for Israel? So that's a thing where people think if they cover that exclusively, that it's like really the most taboo thing. And there's a big thrill. Yeah. So it's kind of a one-trick pony.
You're saying, I get that constantly. People say, oh, you're only successful because you're a government plant. But what we do know is COVID was a total scam. And one thing they hid from us is this delicious paste. It's called ivermectin. Now, I take a little bit of this every day. You know, they say it has anti-cancer benefits. Did you know that, Alex?
I take it rectally.
I'm willing to administer it if you'd like, but this is how we do it. We start off every episode a little bit of this. A little ivermectin. And then cue the music. Little smelling salts. Hit it, AJ. Oh, that hurt. It burns good, doesn't it? Woo! Now we're ready to get into things. We started off something serious, but you have been so good at exposing so much stuff, Alex, and this is the biggest thing I think you exposed. You talk about the sexualization of children, and you see how many people identify as gay or trans now in schools. It's like 1 out of 4. It might even be higher. It's been proven that atrazine does cause frogs to be gay. Why does everybody like to talk about gay frogs, Alex?
I heard a guy once talk about that.
Yeah.
Look, atrazine is the second most highly used in the United States. Other countries have banned it decades ago. Herbicide to kill weeds and stuff for farming. And it hangs around forever, and it runs off into the water supply. And even the allowable parts per million that's in our water supply on average is enough to bend the gender of most frogs. Now, what happens is that all embryos in all species are female when the zygote forms, but particularly in mammals. And then in the first few weeks, depending on the chemicals that the placenta is releasing, it then affects, and it's also how the sperm and egg went together. That's going to decide it, whether it's X or Y chromosome, whether it's a boy or girl. But chemicals can block the full transformation of the zygote, that is the forming embryo, in those first few weeks. And so women that have atrazine and a whole host of other chemicals in them, it doesn't make the male baby a pure female. But what it does is it changes cellular development in the brain. So the brain is more of a female brain. And it bends the gender. It causes, in major studies, a smaller penis size. And to the point of they're estimating within another generation or so, basically men won't have penises anymore because of the atrazine. I'm dead serious.
No, that is serious. You see the chart where penises are getting smaller. You've seen that. No, you're exactly right.
Absolutely. So that's
feminization. Hips are getting.
Well, when we take Asia, they've dug up skeletons from 10,000 years ago in Asia that are in the rural areas that weren't eating a bunch of soy, and they have large penises. It's just a thing you can notice anatomically that's easy, folks. The other stuff's happening during the body. That's the easiest thing to see. And then you look at modern Chinese and stuff, on average, have the smallest penises, and that's because of the soy consumption is an estrogen mimicker that in utero particularly does that and causes smaller penises. So atrazine is just way stronger than soy, and so this is a well-known thing. And so if you're taking plant estrogens, that's going to happen. And so
I'm taking those. You looked at me. I said I'm a plant-based, and you just laughed right in my face. So I'm screwed. I'm fucked. I mean, am I going to become trans? Is what you're saying, basically?
I mean, look, there are chimpanzees in a part of Africa. They're twice as big as the other chimpanzees. The gorillas are scared of them, and they eat
bamboo, though, right?
No, I'm about to say, they eat the other chimpanzees that are herbivores.
Oh wow! I thought somebody was going to come do something. Jimmy, where the fuck is Jimmy? What were you waiting on?
Hey, what are you doing?
I know.
What are you doing on your phones, man? Get off your phones.
I mean, dude, no, but seriously, how dumb are you, Jimmy? What did we say? No, before this, Alex, I said, when we start talking about atrazine, the gay frog's supposed to come on and do what?
Be gay.
And seduce Alex. How much longer are we going to talk about atrazine while he's sitting here?
I thought you were calling me on set.
No, just come on set. We got Alex fucking Jones. We're trying to do the whole bit. Drink the gay water. We'll try to massage him, try to do the bit.
All right, let's do it. Walk off set.
Oh, my gosh.
For the atrazine.
You don't have to walk back off set. Get the fuck on set and try to seduce Alex Jones. What the fuck is wrong?
Hey, Alex, I took some of your water, and I feel a little fruity. So here's the thing. You've had Tim Dillon, the gay manatee.
I'm not really attracted to amphibians.
But you've
Drink
never
the water.
been
Drink
with
the
gay
water,
frog.
Alex. You want any of the water?
You
the
want
water.
Some of the gay water?
It's only water.
No, I already probably gotten enough of it.
Are you sure you don't want any of the gay water?
Here's the thing. Me and you, we could run away to a country with no extradition laws. And we could just forget everything. I won't let the government take your assets, Alex Jones.
Hey.
I won't let it. I'll yell at them like you yelled at Piers Morgan.
I don't have that many assets, so it's okay. Well, listen. David Hogg, when I talked about the frogs turning gay, he said, what's wrong with frogs being gay? They don't have babies anymore, and some species are going extinct because of the atrazine. So you don't want to not be able to have babies. Well,
He already has a baby.
Let's take this away.
Oh, here, give me. This is what we do. Get out of here! Get out of here, Jimmy. Sorry about that, Alex. Sorry. This usually happens. We get wet on this show. It's a wild show. Alex. Do we have a towel? Jimmy, get the man a towel. Hurry.
Get off your phones, damn
Get
it.
off your phones and get a fucking towel, dude. Gosh, I'm sorry, Alex. That's my
Rip it off Gavin now.
I know, we're trying to rip everybody off. Everybody's talking about the gay frogs. But let's talk about a
By
serious...
the way, I'm not knocking you, but people say that they're jealous because you're successful. You are successful, but this is kind of like junior high theater back here.
Of course it is, but that's what we want.
The point is...
Well, actually, let me argue
go
with
back to this. Not about them and their thing, but here's the deal. You went around all these city councils and were funny and interesting and got a huge following on your own. You did it by your hard work. Well, people in their mother's basements jerking off to Adolf Hitler newsreels are jealous of you. That's all it is. So quit responding to them, damn it.
Yeah, but
the reason I went back to that is, please stop.
Being so sophomoric.
Instead of responding to them, why don't you tweet like, Adolf Hitler's the biggest loser ever, and then troll them to get 5 million views?
Yeah.
Why do you let them troll you?
Well, I mean, just people love to troll me, because I'm the troll, so they want to troll the troll. But this is what I have to talk about you, Alex. And I would never, ever give you a criticism. You've been broadcasting.
Let's talk about AOC's big juicy
No, real
booty.
quick. Don't take it off, because you get mad at this. Alex, you are unironically the funniest comedian next to Donald Trump. And I don't think you realize. Like, I know you're good friends with Joe Rogan. You're funnier than Joe Rogan. I'll tell you, Joe Rogan, Alex Jones is funnier than you. I'm sorry. It's just the cold hard
Well, Joe has told me that to my face.
So,
how
would I know that? How would I know that?
You must not have seen Joe. Joe is way funnier than me.
No, he's not. No, he's not, Alex, because When you just are being yourself and your passion, you're able to channel comedy that's real. And that's what people want because you're talking about this dark stuff. So my criticism is, yeah, maybe I'm a little too clownish, but I don't think you're clowning enough because you are so funny. You're just naturally so funny.
I'm funny looking, so I'm so fat.
You look good. You look good. You got a beautiful wife. What are you worried about?
I look like I've been smoking weed or something.
Yeah, well, here on this set, you might have got a contact.
Alex, I got some mixed bugs for you if you want some low-calorie food.
You were supposed to eat the bugs when you're already here, Jimmy.
You
That's like, I'm a frog. I eat bugs. Would you like some?
Yeah.
Hello, I'm a frog.
Jimmy went to Princeton. What do you think about these Ivy League schools? He went to Princeton.
Hey, the thing is, he's following Klaus Schwab's ESG rule. Eat bugs, you start getting some corporate funding.
And he went to the same, what was it, gay re-education camp as Mike Pence?
Mike Pence, yeah. Gay conversion therapy.
He did gay conversion therapy.
You're joking.
No, he did it. Mike Pence. Tell him, Jimmy. Tell him about your experience.
No, yeah, he didn't really want a gay producer, so he sent me there first. And now I have a daughter, so.
It worked.
So it worked.
It does work.
Worked like a charm.
You actually had a real gay frog over touching me?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, no, formerly gay. I'm not gay.
Former gay, Alex, please do not put that on him. He's not gay any longer.
Here, do you want any bugs, though? I'll seriously give you some.
No, he doesn't want any bugs. Now the bit's stupid because he can't even see the fucking bugs, Jimmy. Gosh, I can't wait to fire Jimmy.
But they said it's impossible to be ex-gay. The liberals said that.
Is that true? Is that what they say?
Well, yeah, they want to outlaw it. People should be able to do whatever they want.
Well, there's a joke. They say, like, you bake one cake, you're not a baker. You know, you make one shoe, you're not a cobbler, but you suck one dick and you're a homo. That's how it works, you know? All right, thank you for that. We needed that. All right, now, I want to react to something because we only have you for a limited amount of time. I was just in New York City, and we don't need to play the whole clip, but let's just play a little bit of it to show Alex. This is me getting dragged out of City Hall in...
yeah, I saw this today. This is huge news.
Here, let's see. Let's see.
Illegal.
Yo, it's illegal as hell.
And NYC
Listen, you're trying to hide the truth. If you look into 9/11, you guys lied. You said the air was okay. The EPA said the air was fine on September 11th. And all those firefighters that got cancer and died. What do you care about them? What do you think about those? What do you think about all the people? No, it's not my time. So I didn't have a camera film me. This is where they grabbed me from the back, Alex. They ripped my jacket.
What is going on?
And they're dragging me right there. That's them dragging me. So now I'm trying to leave.
Can I get my phone? Guys, grab my phone. I'll leave. I'll leave. We got it. Keep going.
So they're pushing me.
What is going on? Why are you touching me?
So first of all, they're allowed to kick me out of a meeting, but they're not allowed to kick me out of the building. And I didn't even do anything. She didn't even have me removed. She didn't even hit her gavel to have me removed. And they pre-removed me.
You mean liberal cities or police states? I can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, listen, we don't have to watch the whole thing, but it gets crazy. It just... Alex,
yeah.
But this is the reason why I love Alex Jones, is you taught me a lot about 9/11.
I like your dad. Your dad's really funny.
My dad's cool. I texted him. I don't know where the hell he left. But 9/11, we just had the anniversary. You're never going to tell us the truth. You're able to find the passports, and we don't have to go into some long diatribe. But sadly, nobody gives a damn that they know it's an inside job. What the hell are we going to do?
Well, 9/11 was just like COVID. It's another big deep state operation to create a police state, to get us to train, to give up our rights. TSA internal checkpoints while the border's wide open. Building 7 was blown up in front of everybody. They said they were going to blow it up on the news and blew it up, and so they never said that. Though we have the newscast. Missile hit the Pentagon. I mean, we know that. It doesn't mean radical Islam doesn't exist. But notice once we went and attacked the Middle East, and we opened the borders up and brought them here. It's all part of a larger plan. And so just like COVID, it's about getting us to accept a police state and getting rid of our liberties. It's one of these big events they use to further bend us to their will.
Now, we talked about the gay frogs. We talked about 9/11.
You're making a major part of the show to yell at your crew.
That's what I do every day. It's like Gary, when Howard made fun of Gary, that's what I like to do. I like to beat up on my crew because it's like...
Well, they really are nice, but that was incredibly stupid to not come over here when you called for the front.
I know. I mean, how slow. Thank you. Finally, Alex Jones. Guys, this guy's a legendary broadcaster. He knows timing. Sadly, my producer doesn't. He went to Princeton. He's an actual idiot. And it just shows you that they do have a special needs program because that's the only way he got in. So, listen, we talked about a lot of conspiracies. One of my favorite conspiracies that, I'm very close friends with Eddie Bravo. And you laugh at Eddie Bravo. You laugh at me when we say the moon landing's fake, Alex. Why do you think the moon landing was real when you believe that the government lies about everything else? Why do you trust him on the moon? Please tell me that. That's the one.
No, it's not. Look, I love Eddie. Eddie's right about a lot of stuff. And I've known him for 20-something years. The only time he gets mad, though, at dinner, he starts arguing about the flat Earth.
Yeah.
Or Antarctica and this stuff. And I get it. We've been lied to so much, you can believe whatever you want. But I know how I've seen the models. I've experienced it. I've had telescopes. But
less than 200 people have been in space. So.
I've been an amateur.
I've
been an amateur astronomer, and I've seen out there. You can even see Saturn and Jupiter turning. You can aim with a green lens so you don't burn your eyes out.
You always say this. You do say this.
You can look at the sun. You can see it's turning, And so if you look when the universe is exploding back in the past,
Is that what you think happened? Do you think two rocks smashed together? And
So
everything
it's
came
still
from
expanding. If you take a welding arc while you're welding and it's falling through the air, when they hit the ground, they're little bitty spheres.
Okay.
So that's why the planets are spheres. So they're still not cooled off. The moon's cooled off, Mars is cooled off, but ours still has a molten. It's not even cooled off yet.
Well, but I did hear you say two things. So do you believe that there was a Big Bang, even though that was created by a Catholic priest forever ago? Do you think two rocks just smashed together and everything came from nothing?
No, I don't really ascribe to the theory of that you got some of the earlier quantum mechanics. Now they're seeing that the universe is way older than they thought looking back, and they're seeing other explosions going on. Hundreds of billions of galaxies have been chronicled, trillions have been photographed, and so it is expanding out. And there's a lot going on. And in the 1970s, the government could shoot a cruise missile down a chimney. I know that they faked a lot of photos, like they do now for events. They'll Photoshop stuff and things because they wanted to have it look better. You couldn't bring film to the Van Allen radiation belt.
Yeah.
You'll ask also when the lander takes off.
It looks like shit.
Well, it has to be very light. When the lander takes off, you see a camera go up. That was radio controlled. Yeah. So that when that did, they had a radio signal. Kind of like when you hold on, like when you click and your garage door opens.
Yeah, I understand.
They had a garage door opener.
I know, but Alex.
So when they did that, they did that, and so that was all really light. So that's why it looks like crap. Is because I knew Raymond Teague. He died a few years ago. He was the head of mission control for their cameras, RCA cameras on the moon, and then they put laser cup links, laser relay. Lasers and laser reflectors on the moon. Yeah. And you can go out to major
you can
events
look it's funny because you can look actually USC, the college, they were actually able to shoot a laser off the moon before they ever went there. So we've been reflecting lasers off the moon since before we went there. Did you know that?
So what do you think's up there?
I don't know. I'm just saying something is they're not telling us the truth because this is why it's important.
You think the Earth's flat?
I don't know. I don't know if I think it's flat, but I do think the Earth is the center of the universe. This is what I do think.
So maybe it's a big giant like floating island?
No, that's what they say. Just like when they say, "Oh, do you think the Tower 7 just collapsed on itself?" Like, I get what you're trying to do.
No, I like that congressman. What's his name from Georgia that says the islands float?
Well, I know. Well, I mean,
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I don't think that was Marjorie. Is that Raphael?
Get off your phones!
Yeah, stop it. My point is, Alex, I'm just saying, you admit that they lie about everything. I just feel like the moon landing's totally fake. And then what they tell us is they want to hide the existence of God. But I don't believe we.
Well, you know, it's not fake. You're talking tonight through digital systems. People anywhere in the world that want to watch.
Yeah, but we didn't have a fax machine during the moon landing, so much less a cell phone, much less a button that we can control something 257,000 miles away. It just, I think.
Yeah, but humans are incredibly good at stuff.
We are?
Those type of test pilots, the people that were using for that.
Are humans good at? I mean, this is be real, Alex, and this is just real. Are humans good at stuff? Because we're going through an election right now, and Kamala Harris has been vice president for the past nearly 4 years.
Well, there's definitely a thing to put dumb people in power so they get to blame the globalists sit behind the scenes.
Yeah, but now she's garnering support, and these people are not realizing she's campaigning against herself. She's already been vice president, and they think that they have some new person, like she's going to do some different job when she becomes president that she couldn't do now.
Well, I mean, obviously she's totally incompetent.
Yeah.
If you read what the Club of Rome and the Globalists said 20 years ago, they said we're going to put incompetence in and discredit the system while it carries out our agenda, then people will hate their governments and their systems and give up on it. Then it'll fully collapse. And instead of having a system with some checks and balance that's horribly corrupt and out of control, you'll have total global corporate rule, even worse. Because they've been lied to so much, they don't believe anything, going, a bullet's big, it hits your ear, it goes away. No. If you graze something, I can sit here, like I said, and I could shoot a watermelon at 150 yards like they did. It acts just like a head. And I'm a good enough shot where I could definitely put it in clamps and start shooting about an inch above it and just move it down and then shoot where it grazes and only scratches the surface of the watermelon. You'll see just a little graze. I can tilt it down and that gun will put perfect grooves through it. So that's what it does. That's what a graze does. That happens all the time in war. People will get hit. They just bleed because it's just a little fleck. It just goes. See again. It just
grazes right by.
It goes right by. But the left is so dumb. They put up whole cartridges with the bullet and go, this big old thing hit them. That's how dumb they are. And so the left, the Q-tards, or Blue Anon. The Blue Anon is the Democrat version of the Q-tards.
Very familiar. Yeah.
RFK, Jr. doesn't matter, but JFK Jr. is coming back. Remember a few years ago, about 1,000 of them showed up at Dealey Plaza.
Right here, Dealey Plaza. I was there. I covered it.
Yeah, incredible. Believing that second coming was about to happen.
It was pretty retarded, I guess you'd say.
It was very retarded. So what I'm saying is question everything. Don't believe what the government media says. But, you know, if the airline says your flight should be landing at 6 o'clock, they might be an hour or two off, but they're trying to get it there on that time.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you hear there was a tornado here, most of the time that's true. Or you're wearing a blue suit. Yeah, you're wearing a blue sports jacket. Or I'm wearing a black shirt. I got a bald head. You know, I mean, it's also then you just don't believe, you know, anything because everything's a lie. The globalists don't have that much power when it comes to politics with big stories. They can get a spin going.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there was nobody eating animals in Haiti or in Little Haiti there in Springfield, Ohio. And of course, now there's hundreds of police reports and videos, and they're killing cats and butchering them and having cooking recipes for people. You know, I mean, it's all there. And just like there's no Venezuelan gangs, even though there are. So they try their own conspiracy theory. The Blue Anon says nothing exists. And Kamala's a genius. Remember, Biden was the smartest guy in the world. He was invincible. He was the greatest person the earth's ever seen. And then suddenly he's the worst ever. We got to remove him. So it was CNN's job to remove Biden, and he deserved it, but to destroy him. They let Trump have a fair debate. Now it's their ABC's job to install Harris, and so they attack Trump 3-on-1. See, that's real stuff you can watch and analyze with words.
So you're saying conservatives are they all good? You know that a lot of them are even worse than the liberal left. Like AOC is an idiot, but at least I do believe that she's being honest.
You want her juicy booty.
I want her juicy booty, yes. Everybody does. Let's not, come on, unless you're, you know, Fakakta or something. But
I'm going to ask AOC. I'm going to tell AOC, tell her I know. I'm going to invite her out on a date.
Yeah, she'd probably have a restraining order on you. Okay, are they going to...
joke.
I know, but are they going to crash a plane? They killed that Boeing whistleblower. They can't make Boeing planes.
They killed a couple of Boeing
But you say we're so smart, humans are so smart, yet the newest plane, the Boeing MAX 8 jet, is so well engineered that it's just nosediving. The computer system's just nosediving. So I fly every weekend. I'm very worried that they're going to have a plane crash.
That's it. Where do you fly every weekend?
What? I mean, I go all over. Right now I'm going to Tim Pool's show tonight. I'll be on Tim's show. Do you think Tim's a Russian asset, or do you think that was all BS?
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, you messed up here, Alex. Here, let's do this recreation. I know. Let me see that. Let me see the spirit. Hold on. Okay, let's recreate 9/11. Hurry. All right, I'm going to hold the towers. See how many buildings you can knock down with this plane. All right, get it. Hold on. Get the handheld. Make sure it's good. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, one. See, they were able to do 3 buildings with 2 planes last time.
Building 7.
Building 7 just crashed in on its footprint. Okay, Alex, we got to...
Can I respond to what you were just saying?
Yes, please.
What you're doing, and I'm not criticizing, I'm just saying it's an interesting thought processy. You're very black-pilled.
I'm very black-pilled, yeah. They killed my mom, Alex. I watched my mom die. They gave her remdesivir. They tied her to a bed. I watched it happen. How could I not be black-pilled? I couldn't even stop it. I told them, don't give her remdesivir. They did. Why am I supposed to have any hope for a future when I know how terrible it is? I grew up in a bail bond office. I know how everybody's either addicted to drugs, addicted to this. I know the real world. I know we like to be, you know, cutesy patootsy and act like everything's okay. Not everything's okay. Most people are struggling to make ends meet. So I just don't have a lot of hope when 1% of the population has 99% of the wealth. How are we going to make this country even livable for people my age can't buy?
No, but can I respond to that?
Yes, please.
I'm laying a statement out here. What I'm trying to say to you is, we know things are bad, so you don't want to be delusional and white-pilled, and you want to be awake, and you want to be trying to fix things. I call that like green-pilled, believing in the evergreen spirit of humanity, versus black-pilled that everything's doomed. It's very easy to say everything's crap, everything's bull. I mean, you were saying, isn't politics just the entertainment division of the military-industrial complex? Yeah, they were. I mean, Kennedy didn't go along with it. They killed him. He wasn't perfect. Like Reagan was kind of being his own guy. They shot him to try to get him under control. So they want to make presidents pure puppets. That's why they hated Trump. They hated Trump beyond everything because he wanted to actually run things and it was actually caring about the people. And so the point is, all their propaganda wouldn't be getting spewed at us. They wouldn't be trying to censor us. They wouldn't be coming after people if they were invincible. They're not. And, you know, Trump said 2 weeks ago, he goes, it's really amazing. Wow, you know, the alternative media is really starting to get some audience. It's really hurting mainstream. It's not mainstream. This show will have more viewers than CNN's top shows. Their top shows have a million viewers or something. It's a joke, ladies and gentlemen. We had 15 million viewers just on X for the debate coverage the other night. I mean, it's insane. So we still act like they got more money. They're all propped up. It's a bigger facade, like the Wizard of Oz. but it's a little man behind the curtain, and it's Toto, who's not all scared of, I am the great and powerful Oz, that goes and pulls back the curtain. So it's a process, and look how far we've come. Seems like things are worse now, a lot of it because the globalists are in trouble, they're dug in, and the world's awakening, so they're in panic mode.
We only have you for a few more minutes. One of my favorite documentaries you did, The Obama Deception. How big of a homosexual is Obama? He wrote the letter to his girlfriend saying that he fantasized about gay sex. There's rumors that he was gay sex. So I think, wasn't in your documentary? We talked about him hanging out with this Muslim.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest issue with Barack Obama is not that he's bisexual or whatever.
I don't care that he is either. I'm just saying.
I mean, my issue is they can compromise him with that. We never saw any evidence that Barack Obama was a pedophile.
Yeah.
But a bunch of the Democrats and some of the Republicans are.
Well, Bill Clinton, Dennis Hastert was the Speaker of the House. He was a Republican. And then Bill Clinton's on the Lolita Express 26 times. So I think you could argue that he's probably some sort of.
Yeah, Bill Gates and all of them. So yeah, what I'm saying is that's kind of the currency, but it's not just that they want to hurt kids. They want the power. They use it as a club. Like they know they go to Epstein Island, they're doing it to be compromised in the club. It's a rite of passage. Like smoking peace pipe with the Indians or whatever, taking ayahuasca. So that's what's going on. But no, I mean, look, you do a great job. It's important to bring humor to this, levity, because this stuff gets so serious. I should do more comedy. I want to invite you down to do some comedy with us.
Please, please.
And your dad's really interesting. I've seen him on the show before. I want to get him in studio. Talk about all those wild stories.
You need to get my dad in studio. Okay, but before we end this, do we have any cigarettes? And do we have, I think I got the fidget spinners right here.
Give me a cigarette.
Okay,
I don't want to go. I just want some coffee.
Give me a cigarette, Chase. You have some cigs? Do you have any? Who has them? Do you have any cigs?
Where in my car? You won't get them.
Get them, Alex. Oh, my God. Oh, shoot. Maybe we have some right here.
I'll stay and smoke a cigarette.
Damn. Okay,
that's something I'm still doing occasionally.
Go get some cigs. Go get some cigs, Chase. Run. I thought we had some more cigarettes.
The lighter's in the front.
Oh, my.
Hey, come here.
This car's yours, Joe?
I mean, are you set to a time? Do I have to go?
No, you don't have to go. We're not set
but I want to get back to this.
Yeah. Let's smoke some cigs.
Something.
Just keep talking.
These aren't real cigarettes.
No, these aren't cigarettes. So we're going to get the cigs. We love cigs.
No, but I want to be clear. Somebody I'm inventing a term, a green pill, that believes in the evergreen power of humanity.
It's powerful. You just created green pill. I'm not just saying that. Keep going. This is going to be a great clip.
Well, just believing in the power of humanity and life itself and consciousness, and that we go through these cycles, and that it is a process of being white pilled, awakening, becoming red pilled, then getting really upset when you learn the full extent, becoming black pilled, but then realizing only through God and reaching out to fellow humans and creating beauty and honor and strength by example can we be the example of the evergreen growth of humanity and the timelessness of that, and that is the green pill.
And that's what we got to fight for. Now, Alex, let me just seriously talk to you about something. I know that you are under immense stress because you've had the weaponization of the government against you. How do you keep the energy, Alex? Seriously, I mean that because I get tired. You work 10 times longer than me. You work probably 10 times harder than me. Not that I don't work hard. How do you have the energy to work this hard? You really do. And people don't realize when you press record or go live and you have to broadcast in front of millions of people, it takes a lot out of you. How do you have anything left in the tank, Alex?
Well, for a long time I've been drinking too much, but I stopped that. So I feel pretty good. I've been exercising again. And I don't want to say I got black-pilled psychologically, but I kind of got somewhat black-pilled in just the overwhelming doom and the lockdowns and the problems. And I don't want to say I got depressed. I've never really been depressed, but I just got kind of fatalistic.
Yeah.
But in the last year or so, I've been pulling out of that fatalisticness, and I always have energy. Today I'm really relaxed because I normally don't have a problem sleeping. I driving up here. I got this big jumbo delicious coffee.
Yeah.
It's one of the, like at Buc-ee's or something.
Extra caffeine.
And so we got on the road at 7:30. And it was bad traffic, took 5 hours. And I was a bad person. I drank that jumbo coffee, and then about an hour outside Dallas got another one. So I didn't sleep last night. So I'm actually very relaxed. I mean, I can barely keep my eyelids up. And I'm going on another great show, too. So that's why I need to drink some more coffee.
Yeah,
I need intravenous coffee.
Hurry the cigarettes. Okay.
Awesome. No. I feel great, actually. I just Glenn Beck just.
That's a legendary interview. Now, let's talk about this, though. Alex.
Got an ashtray?
No, just ash it on the floor. I'll vacuum it up. Let me hit one of those. You got a lighter? You don't mind if you bum me one, do you? And then, what I want you to do. That's good, guys. Ooh, I love that Native American spirit. Well, Alex, do you ever feel like, the legacy that you leave on this earth, that are you happy with the legacy? Because I'm a diehard fan. I'm just saying, I'm a diehard fan. You're always going to have diehard fans. But are you ever worried they're going to say, oh, Alex is a Sandy guy, this and that? Or are you worried about your legacy? Because you'll be remembered for generations upon generations, in my personal opinion.
Well, I'm not trying to do that. But it is true that their attacks on me took me from being really big, I've been around 30 years, to all over the world.
But you got a huge resurgence ever since Elon let you back.
We were quite frankly, I might have been bigger before that because everybody was sharing the clips anyway.
You were the #1 channel on YouTube. People don't realize this. On YouTube, InfoWars.
Well, I don't want to say I'm that important. The point is that what I represent, populism and the awakening and the green pill movement. So we're now launching here today.
We're launching the green pill movement here on the Blimp. That's legendary. We just created the green pill.
Give me some kind of green pill URL.
But I think the green pill, you don't mean a weed gummy, right? Even though, because everybody's on weed gummies now.
Hey, Chase, get us a green pill URL.
Yeah, we need to dude, order that right now. But Alex, like, I'm not here just to try to, I don't have my knee pads on. I just do appreciate so much.
You're not like Kamala?
What? With Willie Brown, she was S in that D, and she's with Montel too. I think Montel's even the bigger thing, that she was banging Montel.
Well, that's fine. What I don't like is her putting innocent people in death row knowing they were innocent.
Are we really winning the culture war, Alex?
I think we're kind of hit bottom and bounced a bit. I don't know if we're going to sink back down even further, but I hope we're not in a dead cat bounce right now, but we're definitely bouncing. People are recognizing it. And recognizing a problem is really the first part of fixing it.
Wow, Alex. You said a lot of important things. The green pill movement, we started today. Alex Jones coined that phrase. You should trademark that ASAP.
Well, I think I coined it. People usually have thought of something before me, but...
yeah, I know. That always happens, but it's like parallel thinking, right?
Big thing is I'm still on air. You want to update on InfoWars?
Yes, please. Oh, my gosh, of course.
Okay, so... Remember 10 weeks ago, all of the news, InfoWars is shut.
Shut down. Everybody said it.
And the U.S. trustee appointed by the judge, being a controller, with the Justice Department, without a warrant, without an order, came to shut us down. We said no. They said in the news they want to shut us down. They went to the court, said I was an evil person. The judge said it's not true, fired them, but said because Jones is in personal bankruptcy, we're going to sell InfoWars. So InfoWars goes up for sale the 24th of October, and if people buy it that I like, I'll keep it going. I hope they do for the crew. If they don't, I'll have to do something else. You'll work with somebody else. I can't own anything, and people come after. That's fine. A lot of people want to hire me. So they're not going to shut me down. The problem is they want to shut everything down like Brazil's doing right now if they get control. They're trying to come after everybody's free speech. So I can be found for now at Infowars.com. Find the streams at Infowars.com/show, Band.video. And I hope people follow us, not just at Band.video, our own video platform in the last 6 years of censorship, but now that I'm back on X, at Real Alex Jones. We're doing a lot of good work there. And you were on my show today when I was doing Glenn Beck.
Yes, and we're about to wrap things up. This is the last thing I want to talk about, though, and I said this earlier. Alex, you are so funny, and I want to play this video. I want to play this video of Alex. This is my favorite video, a great song. Here, look at this monitor, so it's a little better now. Let's play the clip. I don't know what shot it is. I lost that. I think
Are you talking about this song?
This song, Alex, is one of the greatest songs of all time. Can we show all of us? And what I got is, I got you a fidget spinner. If we could recreate the most iconic moment ever, Alex. Guys, this has been an exclusive with a man, Alex Jones, the legend himself with the fidget spinner, the king of all conspiracy. We love him. Some of you losers hate him, but you guys suck. If you don't like Alex Jones, you're a loser. Thank you for watching. Everybody go to Infowars.com right now. Thank you, Mr. Jones. You are an icon.
We love you.
We love Alex Jones. That's great. Man, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Now that was an interview. What did you think, Addison? Initial reaction? It was crazy.
I thought it was really good. I mean, Alex, like you said, when you said he's going to be remembered for generations to come, I think that's obviously true. I don't know of anyone else who quite literally called 9/11 happening a few months before it did. And, he's taken a lot of crap for that, even though that's on video. He's taken a lot of crap for saying the frogs are gay, but we actually have the
gay water
right here that
gay
proves that.
water, so we know it's gay, all right?
Yeah, and you talked a lot about the conspiracy theories, or so-called big scary air quotes. I tend to be on the fence about some of them and agree with a lot of them. My favorite new conspiracy theory, though, is actually probably the Springfield cats. The ones.
You think that's a conspiracy? I think
the ones that haven't been barbecued at all, for sure, definitely not. There's no Haitians in Springfield, Ohio. That's just.
Oh, you think that's all fake? You're saying this is not 20,000?
No, I'm saying it's a conspiracy theory, so it is true.
It is true. I see you're trying to lie. Yeah, because if the mainstream media says the city manager said it's not happening, then that means it is happening.
But then you get the 911 calls and the body cam footage. Actually, I saw something during the interview Heritage Foundation got a hold of, I think, a police report or something of someone who said, like, hey, someone stole my cat, and I think they chopped its head off.
Oh, God.
So don't quote me on that, but I think that's what.
Rest in peace, Garfield. All right. Now, if you guys notice, a lot of that interview had to be censored. If you guys want to see the uncensored interview, go to blazetv.com/primetime. And if we get 30 subscriptions, I'm going to dye my hair blonde, and I'm going to let Jimmy and Brandon shoot me in the groin with a paintball gun. So if you guys want to see that happen, please. We need some signups tonight. Help a pimp on a blimp out and go sign up. I believe it's 99 cents with the code PRIMETIME99. That's basically free. So it only costs you a $1 subscription to see me get absolutely annihilated.
It's less than $30 for you to get either shot in the nuts.
Yes, that's it. It's only $30. I'm insane, and I'm cheap. I'm like a cheap prostitute, lady of the night, because I'm like Walmart. I'm all about value. I'm not about price. What?
And I want to say there's an extra 10 minutes, and then I put together a little behind-the-scenes vlog. So
Ooh,
you get to see
like
Alex
that.
Jones eat pizza.
I like that. That sounds like.
Why were you filming that?
Yeah, why were you filming that?
Well, it was behind the scenes. We got him pizza.
Did you film
ask
you going
permission?
into his car?
Yeah, did you film that? That would have
The
been
bathroom
good.
with him?
You should have filmed Chase getting the cigarettes.
Should we say what he drives? Probably not, but.
Oh,
curious.
and
Tell
actually,
me afterwards.
I do need to apologize to all the other hosts here. I'm sorry that we smoked those cigarettes. We almost caused an issue with the fire alarm system, as well as, what was it, Jimmy? It was a
Blaze News had to film when it smelled like ass.
Well, it was a building code violation.
Building code violation, yes. I accidentally violated 4 building code violations in that one video. So if you are a building inspector, please turn off this show and go watch something else and do not tell on us. Okay, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of the show, Addison. You've heard of these Nazis that are supposedly in the Ukraine?
Yeah, I'm familiar with them somewhat.
What are they called? The Azov?
The Azov Battalion, I think it's called.
And they're Nazis, huh? Well, let's play SOT number 1 and get a little background on these fellers. Oh, this is that great video. So now, if you see this, now this is the guy that supposedly tried to assassinate.
Ryan Ruth.
Yeah, Ryan Ruth. He tried to assassinate Donald Trump, and then he happens to be in this video. And then the last person that shot Donald Trump, he was in a BlackRock video. So I find it very weird that they're casting these shooters from Central Casting. I mean, don't you think that's kind of weird? That
They were both in the BlackRock video, you're saying? Or
No,
just
but
Matthew Crooks?
Just Matthew Crooks is in the BlackRock, but then this guy's
He's in.
What is? I mean, is this an Azov Battalion ad?
It's an Azov Battalion propaganda
Yeah, it was like a
video.
propaganda clip.
Yeah.
For just specifically the Azov Battalion and not
Yes.
the whole country of Ukraine?
No, literally an Azov Battalion.
Was he in Ukraine, or did the
Yes.
Azov Battalion come here?
Yes, he's an American who wanted to fight for Ukraine, and he flew to Ukraine multiple times.
I wonder who paid for that.
Probably saw your city council speech, Alex, and signed up.
Oh, actually, why not? He was part of the Ukrainian Foreign Legion, and I did recruit a lot of people to fight in that war, and a lot of people died, and I actually feel a lot of guilt about that video going viral.
Blood on your hands, huh?
I mean, indirectly, yes, a lot of blood is on these hands, and that's just the lifestyle that I chose, and I don't like it. I don't like being responsible for the perishment, if that's a word, of people that had a good heart, and they're obviously very stupid, and they probably had mental health issues, so they probably shouldn't have ever listened to a YouTube video to go fight a war in Ukraine. So a little bit's on them, but I actually bear most of the brunt of their tragic.
Does that mean you owe reparations? Would that be to the Ukrainians or to the people who went over there? Are these Ukrainians you got killed?
Who would I owe reparations to? The Ukrainians or the people that were American citizens that joined the Ukrainian Foreign Legion, Jimmy?
Well, technically, you didn't enslave them. They went on their own volition.
They
so
did.
I don't think
You could say it's natural selection.
I recruited them, though, Jimmy.
You did recruit them.
Alex, I saw some people saying he looked like a sad Opie.
He does look like Opie Greg Hughes. It was Anthony Cumia that said
He also looks like. Can we go back to the picture of him, because I don't know if you guys even had this, but the side by side of Ryan Ruth and E. Jean Carroll.
I know they look identical.
they
That
look-
does look like E. Jean Carroll.
Yeah, he's a little more attractive though, on the attractive side of E. Jean Carroll, and that's a pretty low bar, albeit. But
You're engaged, and you're saying that you are more sexually attracted to a man than a woman.
well, I did propose during Pride Month, as you well know.
Oh, that is true. One of your most viral tweets.
Yes,
that was
my crowning accomplishment.
That was a big tweet, though. When you have something go mega viral, because I've had videos get like 1 million hits, but I've also had ones that get like 20, 30. I think
This one has like 40.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
saying that's super viral.
The gays were very, very not happy. And you know, a couple weeks ago, I saw this lesbian couple post on Twitter saying, we're engaged, like G-A-Y, engaged. And I was reliably informed that making your proposal about Pride Month was deeply selfish and terrible, and like you probably don't love your significant other if you do that. You're just making it all about yourself. But everyone was all the gays were celebrating her engaged.
That's beautiful because everybody likes lesbians.
Yeah, but when I did it, I was
because
not
nobody likes
afforded such
heterosexuals.
luxury.
Dude.
Yeah.
You don't, trust me, dude, you're never going to beat a lesbian in anything. They're great at going to Home Depot and building stuff. They're great at being, what else do lesbians do?
They're great at getting bad haircuts.
Their haircuts are fine.
They adopt pit bulls.
They adopt pit bulls.
Yeah.
They drive Subarus, and I've sold a lot of Subarus to a lot of lesbians. So shout out all the lesbians. And not all lesbians are bad. Actually, a lot of these lesbians I call TERFs, trans-exclusionary radical feminists.
Yeah.
And they actually
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling.
I don't know if she's a lesbian, but
she's probably eating some.
she's a TERF for sure.
Yeah, she is a TERF. And in a way that's good because that's what I'm not even really against feminism. I don't like male feminists, and I don't like, I guess, transgender feminists. I don't know how that works.
Is that why you're trying to get Jimmy fired?
No, I've been trying to get Jimmy fired forever. I planted a bunch of cocaine in his bag the other day, and I called the cops, but their drug sniffing dog just couldn't find it.
Oh,
I mean, if you really want a new producer, you could get Israel to put a pager in his bag.
Oh my gosh, that would be bad. Wait till I get an insurance policy on Jimmy first, and then we can do that. Now, look at this next sot. This is Peter Ducey. I call him Pistol Pete. Watch him just totally annihilate KJP.
Thank you, Corinne. It's been only 2 days since somebody allegedly tried to kill Donald Trump again. And you're here at the podium in the White House briefing room calling him a threat. How many more assassination attempts on Donald Trump until the president and the vice president and you pick a different word to describe Trump other than threat?
All right, thanks everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, he owned her right there. But I mean, I do think that the liberals and I think the Biden administration does have to take on a little bit of accountability because their narrative is that Donald Trump is, they call him a terrorist, they say he's a threat. So somebody that supports their cause would want to take him out. And the fact that they can see other shooters like basically get not villainized. What's the opposite? Heroized? Jimmy, what's the opposite of villainized?
Made into a hero.
Elevated.
Yeah, elevated, praise. They're giving these people like, hero status. So I think that's only going to motivate people to go after Donald Trump more.
I noticed something different about in the reaction from the left from the first assassination to the last one. The first assassination attempt, aside from them eventually denying it several weeks later, but when it first happened, everyone was like, oh, this is, we disavow all political violence. Joe Biden, Karine Jean-Pierre, however you say it. We disavow, this is horrible. I'm glad that Hitler's safe. They said that a lot. This time around, they have said they're glad Hitler's safe and we disavow political violence. But like the next day, the Democrats on X, the actual DNC, put out a clip of Billie Eilish endorsing Kamala Harris. And she said, we have to vote against Trump like our lives and the world depend on it because they do. So not 24 hours after Trump was nearly assassinated again, they're saying if he wins, it's going to be the end of the world and the end of our lives. So that's how Kamala's running, or that's how the DNC's running it under Kamala. Under Joe Biden, there was at least a little more fake caution. They paused their ads for the next several days or something like that. But with Kamala, they're just like, the world's going to end if Trump's elected.
They love that rhetoric, and
it's a lot more aggressive.
And I'm worried that they can't fortify this election, so now they're going to try to do something nefarious to try to ensure that Kamala Harris wins. I hope they're wrong. And did you see Brittany Mahomes is now switching her support from Donald Trump to Kamala Harris because Donald Trump tweeted, "I hate Taylor Swift." What do you think about that? Was that a smart move?
Did she actually? I didn't see the statement that Brittany put out.
No, it was just some TMZ article.
It was a TMZ.
TMZ's usually right.
Well, she said I think she said she was horrified. I don't know if she said.
Well,
she's
she didn't even say
report.
it. They were like, sources allege that she was quote horrified.
Well, if TMZ says it, they are probably right.
It wasn't TMZ. It was like a clickbaity TMZ. I mean, anyone could have made it up.
Jimmy, just believe the internet. Okay, we're trying to get a
we're trying to get clicks on the internet.
I mean, she is married to Patrick Mahomes, though, so is it really that surprising?
You know, Patrick, I kind of like his swag. He seems in all this pretty cool. I mean, you know, because there are criticisms, but he's from East Texas, so I respect him. But his brother Jackson, now that guy is a little light in the loafers, and I'm wearing loafers, so I can say that. But tell me this: is the Taylor Swift bump going to affect the election that much? I think it's possible.
I think didn't they put out a survey that she was actually her influence actually caused more people to go away from Kamala than towards Kamala?
Why would that happen? What's this conspiracy with that? Why would it turn people off?
I know. Was it a Fox News survey or it was something? But
I don't believe Fox News.
Out of the however many hundreds of millions of people saw Swift's endorsement and the people that clicked to the site, apparently they did a survey and only 13% of the people of the Swifties, I guess, are more likely to support Kamala Harris. And then it was like 60-something% said that we were less likely to support Kamala Harris. I don't know if that's true. By the way, Patrick Mahomes, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for calling you Mahomes. You are my fantasy football quarterback, so I need you.
He's a Super Bowl champion. How many Super Bowls does he have, Jimmy? Three. He's probably going to get a fourth this year because the refs are on their side.
Before the show ends, we got a few super chats. I just want to read them.
Yes.
So, Alex Stein 99, or this from Funnyface0235. Alex Stein, will you ask Alex Jones to go on Bubba the Love Sponge show?
Yes.
Mark Robinson just gave $20 with no message.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. I'm scared to say his Nooga.
Yeah, don't say that name.
Stein, you know the moon landing was fake, but you believe this guy isn't Bill Hicks? Come on, admit it, Alex.
They're different heights. Bill Hicks and Alex Jones are different heights.
Makabala says 2 Alexes walk into a studio, invent the green pill, rip some cigs. No joke here, just history in the making.
Cigs. What do you think about that, Addison? Is that unprofessional that I was ripping cigs and violating building codes?
No, I thought it was great. I would have gone with cigars. More of a cigar guy
not us.
than a cigarette guy, but
we're cigged out.
Get a quicker fix from the cigarette. I actually looked around to see if he left his pack behind.
You're gonna sell it on eBay? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, that's the plan. I might take the gay water with me in the.
You can have all the gay water you want. Yes.
Twin Towers. Those might go for what, $100?
I don't know where the Spirit Airlines plane is. I would let you throw it at it.
Alex threw it at the TV.
Did it break? I don't see it anywhere. Let me see if I don't. Do I see it? Oh,
no. You mean the 9/11 evidence went missing?
Yeah. Oh, this is a genius. Okay, we try to see. It's one plane. You have to try to knock down 2 towers minimum to win the game. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Can you see? Yes, okay.
Okay, we got it. How many did he knock down?
One of them.
One? All right.
Oh!
I mean, that was a solid one.
Half tower.
That was a much better one than
9/11 Truth, yes. Okay, well, this has been our show.
Do you want to?
Oh, my God, he spilled water on his phone. Show this. Look, he's trying to be all funny, and he spilled
the gay water.
Oh, my God.
George W. Bush owes me a new iPhone.
All right.
That's what I get for trying to carry out the largest.
I know.
Alex,
what, Jimmy? What? The show's almost over, and now he has gay water on his.
I just want you to miss. You really wanted to play this song.
We're not going to miss it. I was going to kind of end on the song. Or should we play the song now and then end with it? I was going to almost freestyle to it.
Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Look, Addison's addicted to the salts. Do you think?
Oh yeah.
They say. He did weird stuff with Justin Bieber. Do you think Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift ever went to a Puff Daddy party?
Maybe that's why his voice was so high for so long. I don't know. I mean, they could have. Do you think they went together?
Probably. I bet they had that baby oil, right, Jimmy?
Didn't Diddy he mentored him or something?
Yes, he mentored him.
Mentored.
And he adopted him temporarily and then gave him a bunch of baby oil. That's weird. Why do you need that much baby oil? You'd think one bottle would be sufficient to do it.
Nah, not when you're having freak-off parties. You buy in bulk.
Yeah, in the thousands, apparently.
Yeah, but then you're going to have oil everywhere, on the couch and on the bed.
You are.
Didn't they find pink cocaine?
Yeah, they did find pink cocaine.
When they raided it the other day? Yeah.
Jimmy, I've been trying to get Jimmy to try pink cocaine. He keeps on saying no.
Well, at least Princeton.
His parents raised him right, but Jimmy,
allegedly.
You don't want to just experiment a little bit? Princeton.
Just a little.
I mean, gay conversion therapy told me experimentation still counts.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
See, he's an awesome student.
Quick learner. Yeah.
And don't use pink cocaine. It's very dangerous. A lot of people have overdosed and died. There's fentanyl in it.
Yeah,
okay.
give it to me.
All right, Addison, tell the people where they can find you and support you before we go.
Addison Smith TV on X and addisonsmith.tv on Instagram. I will be providing updates. My fiance and I are still trying to figure out what minority group we can target next for our wedding. Actually, no, our wedding is in February, so we are doing it during Pride Month. It was only fitting.
Ooh, wow. Well, that's Black History Month, February.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind. You're right. June was the.
Yeah.
June is.
Rest in peace, George Floyd. And then last thing I want to say is, I was driving here to the studio, and I don't know, Addison, I want to get your opinion on this. I don't care. Well, I guess this is my question. Do you think putting Trump bumper stickers on your car, if you're a bad driver, that could hurt Donald Trump's chance to become the president? Because I almost got in an accident with this Asian man, and he literally almost T-boned me. I stopped. I was all disheveled. We were in a Costco parking lot. Shout out Costco, guys. Double chunk chocolate cookie. But let me get back to the story.
Boom!
This is a dude! Because the Asian guy then drives. He goes around me, and then he has a big I was cussing him out. I was talking about Pearl Harbor. I was being racist as hell. Then I saw the Trump advance sticker, and I was like, you know what? I hate this guy still. Now I might want to vote for Kamala Harris. So if you're going to put a political bumper sticker on your car, drive safe. Is that a fair?
Yeah, and I think if you had a Harris Walls bumper sticker, you're probably prone to speed in a school zone because there's children crossing the road. So that
and they like abortion, late-term abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the poll, final results of the poll, blonde hair beat shot in the nuts for 30 Blaze TV
looks
subs.
like we'll see if 30 people join. It's only 99 cents. Go to blazetv.com/primetime. And now you've heard the most viral song in the world. This is my favorite song currently playing. I don't even know who it's technically by, but let's end with a little bit of eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat.
Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Oh, hit this before we go. Hit that guy. Pimp on it. It's been a great show. Eat the cats. Eat the cats. I love you guys. Peace. And hit that like button and subscribe.
Go! Incredible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
People on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television said my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say.